Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have Marissa with me. She is the CEO and founder of Well Juices. This girl right here is the queen of entrepreneurship. Tell us about you, like starting your company.
It goes back. So in 2013, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. So it's an autoimmune illness. There's no reason as to why people get it, and there's no cure for it. It was right when I was going off to college. So I had to like reanalyze my life and my diet. Through that, I found juicing. That was the start of my juice journey. But I had a lot of nieces and nephews, and I love kids. I knew I was going to work with them in some capacity. And I was like, wait a minute, kids don't have juice. That's healthy. I met a lot of parents who have kids that have Crohn's. And luckily, I was diagnosed at an age where I felt like I knew my body and I could listen, I could alter. Where like a 6-year-old that's diagnosed with Crohn's, they don't really know how to take care of themselves. So I think the kids keep me going. They're the best people to work with. They're so brutally honest.
Oh my gosh, it's so true. I feel like children have no filter.
No filter whatsoever. I'm like, do I look good? No.
My husband's a teacher, and literally, if I ever go visit, they're just so honest. When it comes to being an entrepreneur, they're like, I want to start my own business. That is very lofty. What did you need to have in place to say, I'm gonna do this?
I'm a researcher by nature. I want to know everything. So I'm going to Google, I'm going to libraries, I'm calling people. Like, I don't know where this confidence came from. Blind call someone and be like, hey, what's your name available? And like, they're the CEO. Yeah, it's fine. Like, just tell them I called. I'll leave like 60 voicemails, I promise. I think that was what I needed to start my company, was to just research and get a good basis of what this playing field was, and then just go for it. Act on it. Like, once you feel good, don't go back.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Do you feel like it's a gut feeling that kind of led you?
I think it's a gut feeling. I think it's also like things were just happening. For me, when I was doing something that I was meant to be doing. Things were falling into place. People were calling me back. Checks were being written. Like, meetings were being formed. Everything was working out. I mean, granted, there are some bad days, don't get me wrong. But a lot of the good days were happening. And I was like, this is what it's meant to be. So that gut feeling.
You felt kind of like, this is right.
This is it. I was getting all the tingling feelings. Not the flu
all
tingle,
the good
like all the good tingles.
I like hearing that you felt you were being called to do this, and you had this like gut feeling, and everything was falling into place. But what kind of happened throughout the process that almost made you feel, am I doing this right, or should I keep going?
So when I started out with Mom, this is what I'm gonna do, and she was like, okay, sure. You don't know entrepreneurship, and I was like, no one knows entrepreneurship until they do it, right? And I think my parents, they were just very like cautious. That is what you have to overcome, is people doubting you, and then also working alone.
I feel like that could be really hard.
People don't realize, like, working by yourself, which is why co-working spaces are so amazing, is because even though they're not in the same industry as you, just having someone that's kind of holding you accountable. You've met people in that space and they're like, hey, you know, how is this going? How'd that meeting go? Did you get that check? Because I feel like when you're alone, a lot of that self-doubt also creeps in, and you say to yourself, I'm not worth it. No one's gonna believe in me. I'm just one person. But everything starts out with just one person idea.
I love that. What do you think are the basic things that someone that wants to start a company needs in place?
I definitely think a business plan is a good place to start. And when you're starting a business plan, like, I've never written one. There's so many sources online. Feedplans.com is like a great one. LivePlan is also a good website where you can build a financial model. It has computed everything, and you can have a full forecast for like 3 years. There's so many resources online. So yeah, a business plan for sure. A vision board for me was great. And then getting out of your comfort zone. This entire process.
That's a hard place to be.
It's a hard place to be, but you have to be in there to get to where you want to be. And another thing, oh my gosh, I am working on this, you guys, like, hold me accountable, is letting people do their job if they're good at it.
I feel like that's super important, not only if you're starting your own business, but just in business in general. You came to the table with a certain skill set, and you need to be okay with the fact that maybe I don't have this skill set over here, but I'm gonna work with someone who does. I think that's such like a huge lesson that can transcend whether you own your own business or you work for someone else, whatever that may be. What is your advice to entrepreneurs?
If I could tell myself anything, to not be afraid of the people that you're gonna lose, as you will gain just as many.
Do you feel like the people you lost were just like naysayers? What I'll say is I feel like over time, as I've grown in business and just personally as a person, there have been a lot of people that hate on you just for the sake of hating on it. They don't like the dream that you have or what you're building. Do you feel like that was kind of part of it?
Don't hate on anyone. Just put out positive vibes. There's room for everyone.
There's room for everyone to grow and to flourish. And like I heard Ava DuVernay speak, it was a while ago, and something she said was, when you stay in your lane, there's no traffic.
Ooh,
and
chill.
And it's so true, because I feel like so many people want to go into a different lane and say like, you're doing that wrong.
Yeah.
Or you're, you know, like very judgy. And it's like, if you just stay in your lane and you keep doing what you're doing and you empower, you know, your counterparts around you and your girlfriends, everyone can succeed.
Yeah, it's like when you see your girlfriend like driving like randomly and you're like, honk honk.
Yes.
Like that's it. That's all you need to do, and then keep coasting.
Yes.
Like, keep coasting.
In entrepreneurship, you have to have some partners.
Yeah.
What kind of partners have you had to find to help you with your business?
Yeah. So far I have 2 investors.
Okay.
And they helped me get that foundational capital. That was really important because I was bootstrapping up until this point.
Oh my gosh.
And you know, that can get expensive, you guys. I also feel like it's important to build a team that are like your advisors. So I have a lawyer. I also have a person who's in supply chain. It's good having, I would say, 8 people into your board of advisors.
Yeah,
So,
to really just kind of like guide you and bounce things off. Sometimes it's so daunting, you don't know who you need or what you need.
And you can't pay all these people up front,
Exactly.
right? So you're like, equity, you know? But that's what they want. A lot of these people, they would love to be on boards because that's something on their resume too. Like,
also such a good point that, you know, even though you kind of like need them as an advisor, they kind of need you too to help give them credibility within what they're doing. Yeah. What is your last bit of advice that you want to tell any women that are watching this?
oh, women, I just want to give you all a hug. Really. I just want to say, like, the men are going to go get theirs, so you go get yours. That's my advice. Go for it.
Go for it.
We've got this in the bag.
I think that's so sweet, because honestly, as a woman in business, there have been many times that I felt almost intimidated to make a decision like that because I was scared of the repercussions or the judgment that I would have.
Yeah.
And then being like told empowering things like that and seeing other women do it, it's actually like, you know what? Yes, I have my place here.
Yeah. Every day I'm sending one text. You got this.
I love that.
Yeah.
Marissa, how do we stay in touch with you?
Hey, you guys, so you can find me on Instagram and my website, wildjuices.com.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I post new videos every Sunday unless life gets in the way. If you like this video and Marissa inspired you, please click the thumbs up button. We appreciate you coming and watching our video. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.